Hello guys, welcome back to GRAZY TV. Today we have the top 3 cases in South Korea right now, from the 36 weeks abortion / murder vlog to the crazy Japanese samurai sword man that has been haunting South Korea, and finally the case that's being called the second nth room case, where middle schoolers and high schoolers, minors, are being caught selling deep fake photos and videos of their classmates, of their co-workers, and this is literally a business right now on Telegram. If you guys like me reporting these cases from other countries and translating them to English to you guys, remember to subscribe and hit the like button, which really helps to continue GRAZY TV. Also, you guys know it's now getting fall. It's gonna be cold and I am not ready for it because I love to be outside, but recently I've been staying home a lot. Again, what better to do to stay at home and make money, some side income? And thank you so much to Free Cash for supporting GRAZY TV. So Free Cash is an application where you can be making money by just playing games on your phone. It's completely free to sign up, and then you get some offers from various famous games that you can play. There's some of my favorite games that I play on a normal base, so this is great. Remember to hit allow app tracking so that you are actually earning money as you play. You complete the offer and then you get to cash out. It is literally that easy, and look at my account right now and how much I am able to earn money while playing games. There's 4.5 stars on Trustpilot, so it is very reliable. There is also a few in-app purchases if you do want to speed up the progress. You get cash back for it and you get paid through PayPal, so it is super easy again to finally get paid a side income while you're relaxing in your bed playing the games you already are doing anyway. This sounds too good to be true, but I tried it and it works. If you guys don't believe me, you guys should just try it, and I will leave the link down in the description box, or you guys can click on the QR codes where you will be getting a $5 bonus when you start an offer. So if you have some free time while you are on the bus, on the train, and traveling, this is a really great way. Thank you so much to Free Cash for supporting channel GRAZY TV. So the first case is the shocking case of the 36-week vlog. Now you guys might have heard about this case because it has been going viral all over. So it's a case about a woman who is 25 years old and she had a channel called 꼼죽. In her now taken down vlog, she talked about how she recently found out that she was 36 weeks pregnant, which sounds kind of unbelievable, but as the story goes, you might know that it could have been very well possible. So in South Korea, it is illegal to get a abortion, removal of the child after 14 weeks. And that is most likely for a lot of the countries out there. And she is 36 weeks, which means that she was 8.5 months, almost due to birth the baby. Now in the vlog, she comments that she did not know that she was pregnant until recently, and that she just thought that due to hormones and things like that, she was just getting fat and bloated. Clearly not a normal thinking person. Maybe she has some kind of mental health issues or other things like that. Along the pregnancy, she says that she thought she was just sick, so she would take some cold medicine and some medicines that you're not supposed to take when you are pregnant. So finally, she woke up and she realized that, hey, actually, I might be pregnant with this big stomach. She decided to go to the OB/GYN. She even films this. There is evidence that she uploaded of getting an ultrasound with this baby. She claims that she went to 3 OB/GYNs wanting an abort. Now here in the vlog, one of the OB/GYNs she went to, obviously the nurse states, you are too far along, you cannot do this. Like, you have to birth the baby. It's crazy. Also, she captions in one of the moments where she is showing the ultrasound. It says, quote, "Due to my carelessness, this happened. Because of that, I wanted to kill it." Then the vlog goes into how she found one OB/GYN after doing some research that they said an okay to doing this, going forth with the abort at 8.5 months pregnant. Now, we don't know exactly where this clinic is, but she shows it and it seems like a very rundown clinic. Like, apparently there was no AC, there was only a fan, and it almost looks like somebody's like bedroom. So it seems to be maybe like a very, very small hospital clinic that is located in a very rural place of South Korea. It's crazy because she even posted how much she paid off this doctor to get this approved, and it seems like she paid about $7,000 to $8,000. She vlogs us saying that now it's time for her to go in. She has a surgery and she wakes up with these bandages around her stomach. She goes into how she had to stay in the hospital for about 6 days, about a week, and it took her that time to recover. And she's even filming the food that she's eating, like, oh, I got really hungry, I ate all of the hospital food. Like, a lot of people commented that, wow, like, it's crazy how this person's focal point about getting the removal is herself and not about the child. Clearly, again, she's not in her right mind, in my personal opinion. And when she uploaded this vlog, which, to even start with, why would you even upload this? Like, getting it removal at 8.5 months, not even realizing that this was illegal. Because of the shock factor, a lot of people thought that this was a fake video. Police actually got involved and they put out a statement that this vlog was legitimate, it was not faked. They even went into the clinic where she got this done, and again, it was proven that it was legitimate. Now, in South Korea, apparently there is a law that if a patient is going under anesthesia, you have to have CCTV footages or camera installed. Now, again, in this really rural, rundown hospital, they do not have CCTVs, so that was also a red flag from the start. So it makes you think, what else did this clinic do highly illegal throughout the years? Police investigated the doctor, and he claimed that, well, you know, the baby was stillborn, so I didn't end the life of this baby. It was already ended when it came out. Unfortunately, according to the records of the hospital, this baby was cremated after the procedure, so there is nowhere to really find out what really happened. But a lot of people believe there is no way that the baby was stillborn, that it's crazy to imagine what the doctor might have had to do to unalive basically this child as it was being born 8.5 months already due. So this came to the moral question, and also police never having had this case before. Well, is this considered abortion or murder? Because technically the baby still was not born. In South Korea, there is no like criminal charges for an abortion, but obviously this was kind of borderline which one is. And it also begs the question for a lot of you guys, and even myself, would I consider this abortion or murder? Just to give you a little spoiler, the police and the prosecutors did decide to file charges of murder, and the woman in question, the mother, and the doctor in question is being forwarded to actually charge for a murder case. On a personal note, do I believe that this is considered A or B? I personally think this is considered more really in the murder side. The baby is 8.5. I mean, you only had a couple weeks to go to birth this child. And clearly you went to an OBGYN that was willing to do something very illegal. And just to think that what did the doctor do to it? And just thinking about like how unmoral you would have to be to take this child 8.5 months, 36 weeks. And you know what I mean, right? I can't imagine what this child had to go through. So I do believe that it was a right decision for the police to forward this as murder. But what do you guys think? Definitely leave a comment down below. And again, what was this woman thinking vlogging all of this? Is this how numb we are to the internet and oversharing? But thank God she shared. So and now we know this was definitely criminal activity. Going into the Japanese samurai killer in South Korea. So this shocking case happened very recently. No, it's not a Japanese person. It's a South Korean man that unalived somebody, murdered somebody using a samurai knife in the streets. And this was all caught on CCTV. So on the night of June 29th, a young father named Park, he was only 43 years old. He had 2 kids, described to be one of the kindest man, and also one of his son had special needs. So he even wrote down on his phone of everything that he needed to take care of his son. So you could see that the son really relied on their father. On the night of June 29th was the Paris Olympic, and it seems like, you know, the family gathered to watch this. It was around after 11 p.m. So now the children were going to bed. The father, before going to bed, decided to take a smoke break. So in South Korea, you're not supposed to smoke anywhere near the apartments or public areas. You really have to go down and be like a couple feet away from the actual building. So Park went downstairs and he had to go near the security where the security was just to smoke. Now, as he was having this quick break, a man in his 30s, let's name him Kim, was approaching him from the other side of the street. Now, from then on, he felt some kind of a threat. Actually, Kim, this man in his 30s, was somebody with a mental illness. It's not officially confirmed what he had, but it could be that he had schizophrenia or some kind of a delusional state. He actually lived in the same apartment building and was known in the town to do some crazy things, such as he would be at the gym, he would be at the apartment, he would be in the street, and he would just go off on a random person, cursing at people, or at the gym and just starting a fight with somebody because he thought, hey, you're stalking me. And it seems like the family knew and the neighborhood knew, and he was reported to the police about 7 times before this murder incident. So this guy was pretty well known in the town to have caused some erratic episodes. According to the CCTV, Kim comes out of the other side and confronts Park saying, hey, I know you, are you stalking me? What are you doing? Again, going on his erratic episodes. And Park is like, hey, who are you? Hey, you're the guy who always carries around that black bag. Inside of this black bag that he was always carrying was actually a real samurai sword. Why didn't his family ever know about this? Why didn't they stop this? Why was he carrying this around and nobody found out about it? The second footage is when Park tries to run away. He gets to the security and Kim attacks him a second time, unfortunately unaliving him at the scene. He was reported to the police 7 times. I'm sure he had his bag with him. So why didn't the police search his bag? There's a lot of things and questions going on right now. And when he was caught and being interviewed, he says, no, I don't regret it. There's a lot of talks about how you aren't able to arrest somebody unless they actually harm you. But in a lot of these cases, it goes from 0 to 100 where somebody can go into murder. The story goes that Kim, he actually used to be a good person. He went to a corporate job, and it was only after he got fired from his job where he started to develop some anger issues. As he developed his anger issues, I guess he didn't have a healthy way of expressing it, which also led and fed into his mental illness. This case is really haunting because in South Korea, there has been an increase of knife attacks. So a lot of people are really on their edges, on their feet. How can we protect ourselves and prevent this from happening in the future is the question. So my heart definitely goes out to the victim's family. I mean, he was an innocent victim that was unrelated to the suspect. So this case is being called the second nth room case. So on Telegram, there are certain businesses and chat rooms that you can enter. So basically you can get anybody's photo, one clear photo. So let's say somebody wants to extort me and they would take Grace's photo from social media or in person. You would ask this deep fake graphic artist or deep fake artist or whatever you want to call it and say, hey, this is Grace Kim, this is her photo, this is her phone number. I want you to make a deep fake illegal photo and adult related content, you know what I mean? So my face with somebody else's naked body. And apparently the price ranges from photos to different quality photos. Higher quality photos and videos go up in price, and this goes from a couple cents to like hundreds of dollars apparently. So they would take these fake photos and videos and try to extort it to whoever you dislike. Right now, there's growing concerns. Again, I told you about minors in middle school and high schoolers who are extorting their classmates, their female classmates. People in colleges where they want to extort their female classmate. People in corporate jobs that want to, again, extort their coworkers. This is crazy because in one of the most recent cases that was reported to the police, so in about over 150 cases, over 130 people out of 150 were minors that was doing this. They're also saying that it's pretty difficult to catch someone who is trying to extort you unless you're able to get their location and IP address. So some people were caught, like these 150 plus people, but there's over 4,000 cases apparently that was reported and trying to get everybody, especially programs like Telegram, where your identity is protected. is making it very difficult to find these suspects. It's apparently got so bad in schools that now people are not posting their graduation photos. They're not even taking photos. They're not even handing it over to the school so that you get it in your yearbook, because they're afraid that their classmates are going to extort them, get their yearbook photo and make a deep fake out of it. So people are even shutting down their social media right now. Again, it takes one good photo to make these deep fake images and videos. To be honest with you, maybe deepfake can be used in Hollywood to make good movies without the actual actor having to be there. But other than that, I think there's more negative when it comes to deepfakes. Like, you can just tell like what people are going to do with this, and I don't think the future really looks bright with this. And apparently a lot of celebrities are being targeted victims because people are using their faces to make deepfake pee porn. So you can't even imagine what people want to do with this technology as it gets better and better each month. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys have thought about all these cases. Remember, you guys could be making some side income with free cash. Thank you so much, Free Cash, for supporting GRAZY TV, and see you guys in my next video.